大家好，欢迎来到我们的人力区的直播间。那我们是本期的活动主持人博里。那作为全球性的这样一个 Web3.0社区呢，我们希望能够带给大家一些关于未来互联网的一些发展趋势，以及非常好的一些生态项目。那近期呢，人力区也是策划了我们的 Web3.0先行者的这样一个系列活动。那当然，这里不只有公链项目，也有依托于不同链的生态开发者和创业者，比如今天我们来到平台的 Functionland 这里。那么我们也欢迎大家通过我们的平台进行发声，一起推动 Web 3.0世界的发展。Hello everybody. Yeah, this is Tim from IPS First. Yeah, as you know, First Community Channel, we are a non-profit Web3 community, and now we are going to have a series of Web3 projects and so many products that will be featured on our community. 那本次活动的话呢，我们也是邀请到了Ehsan他是 Functionland CTO 做客我们的人力区这样一个直播间。那Ehsan呢，他其实作为 Functionland 的这样一个创始人呢，一直致力于利用区块链利用区块链实现群组方式的多样性和趣味性。那 Hey everybody, yeah, today is a big day for us because we invited Ehsan here. He is a CTO from Functionland. Yeah, as a co-founder of Functionland, he's working so hard, committed to using blockchain to discover so many fun things and the diversity of the data storage. And founded in 2021, Functionland is a team from Canada. Yeah, and actually they are defining a new product category in the consumer space, like personal server. And the Functionland package blockchain, technology in a gadget, giving users privacy, versatility, and the decentralized web's, new experience here. And at Functionland, they are working on a mission to bring the piece of blockchain, on every desk and focus on the lead maintainer of the open source box P2P, server and photos mobile apps, So the box is powered by the software layer that they call like the Borg protocol, and which will facilitate P2P service over the Web3. OK, 那讲这么多呢，其实大家知道 Functionland 是一家来自加拿大的团队，那他们团队 base 在加拿大的非常好的一个城市，就是多伦多。OK， 那他们目前呢也在构建一些开源的软件，为前端的一些开发人员提供易于使用的 API 来构建应用程序。当然，你在这边的话就不需要再处理那么后端那么多代码。那简单来讲的话，其实，在 Functionland 他们的目标是说能够希望在每一个人的桌子上面就能放一件区块链。OK， 那这些任务的话也是通过一个名为 Box 的这样一个硬件设备来实现的。那并且通过他们所开发的这样一个 Box 的这样一个协议，使得用户可以实现照片的托管等各个功能，并且你可以访问众多免费的 D-Apps。OK， 那接下来的时间我们交给Ehsan这边他将给我们首先带来一个分享，然后稍后的话呢，我们还有相关的一个 demo。OK，so Ehsan, yeah, now I think you can start to share a screen now and do the presentation first about to talk how everything is going on with Functionland now. So I will stop share now and you will share a screen now. Okay.
Sure. Thank you, Tim, for the introduction, and thanks for the IPFS Force for the opportunity to Functionland. So as Tim said, we want to bring a piece of blockchain on every desk. Many of us remember floppy disks in early days and how people switched to DVDs because they were bigger, faster, and safer. And now all of our stuff are in the cloud storages, which are provided by big tech because it's making sharing and collaboration easier. But in this transition, we lost the ownership of data, and now they take our data and monetize them. They launch services for the things that matter most to us, like pictures and memories, and use that to impose the parable of boiling frog problem on us. For example, Google Photos. It was started initially as a free forever application, but after Google trained their AI with millions of personal photos, they pulled the plug earlier this year and removed the free tier, which will force all Google Cloud users to pay at some point in the near future. We are actually living in a rental web era where we are forced to store our data on islands of storage, and it's inefficient because it creates many duplicate data, and each company attaches their services to their own storage to own users' data. And they push us to pay with either cash, attention, and our data. An average consumer spends more than $240 per year only on cloud storage subscription fees, let alone the applications. And it doesn't stop with money. They are exposed to 5,000 ads per day. But people are increasingly becoming aware of the problem, and right now more than 80% of US consumers think that the potential risks that they face from data collection by companies outweigh the benefits. They are looking for solutions such as network attached storage, but these are limited by like application support, expandability support, and technical support. So there is actually 2 billion cloud users who log in on a daily basis to the cloud services. And from them, almost half of them regularly optimize their spendings on these services. We can actually see that there is a huge market who are left here without an alternative to the problem that they are facing with cloud. But blockchain is here to solve this problem, and we want to make it accessible for everyone by being a pioneer in introducing the blockchain attached storage, which transforms the cloud in a three-pillar solution. We all know that the blockchain superpowers can only be realized when it's truly decentralized and not 50% on central servers like AWS. So we want to split up those large data centers by introducing a new ecosystem where everyone can purchase a plug-and-play decentralized app server, which we call Box, and gives them access to a pool of open-source, free and high-quality decentralized applications. Box includes up to 9 towers, which are customizable. And actually, by using Raspberry Pi, we want to minimize the risks of hardware production, as well as we want to make a market for Raspberry Pi enthusiasts to jump on and start building innovative towers. Box is powered by our software layer, which is named Borg Protocol, and it facilitates P2P services over Web3. So for example, instead of me paying Google, I can create a pool with 10 other people in Toronto or in China, in where I live. And within that pool, we can back up each other's data and share our CPUs in that cluster and, for example, train the AI of our apps. This comes at zero cost and without increased slowness due to fetching data from distant regions. But to provide a pool of open source and high quality applications, we need to onboard developers, and we need to address the main barriers of entry for them. Through Borg, we want to incentivize developers to build open source apps. Users pay all the developers of the application with Borg token when they use the application. And the best part is that they are not paying from the out of pocket. They pay with Borg tokens, which are auto-minted and kept at their boxes. Borg also provides an abstraction layer for Web3, which enables front-end developers to just build on this ecosystem with their current skill set. And actually, it allows them to just easily use our APIs to interact with the Web3 technologies without needing to dig into the backend codes. And to showcase our solution with a real example, we designed Photos apps, which I'm going to show more detailed demos in a bit. And we try to implement all features of Google Photos that users loved for years, as well as a one-click import to enable users to import their media files from Google to this application with a single click of a button. This is our software stack. So basically what we do is we are replacing HTTP with libp2p. And we provide a library to the developers to be able to interact in this stack. So they can easily import our library into their application, and it creates a libp2p swarm and sends data and commands to the backends. And the backends can be like our box or your own laptop or your own Raspberry Pi. You can simply install our software on your own Raspberry Pi and make it a box actually. And if you have multiple boxes, if you have more than one boxes, they all get synchronized together automatically. And it also allows you to interact with like IPFS pinning services such as Cross or like blockchains such as Filecoin. And we got a pretty good initial traction from developers community. Our GitHub is in the top 3% of open source applications worldwide with more than 500 stars. And more than 40 developers now forked our code and they are exploring it. We won the first place in Filecoin Hackathon, and we are backed by big names such as Protocol Labs, Filecoin, Dfinity, Cross, as well as Outlier Ventures. The progress so far is made possible with the team of Functionland, who all has a proven track record in a wide skill set, ranging from AI, commercialization, user experience, hardware, marketing, finance, and branding. And we also got experienced advisors such as Chris Gale, who is a serial entrepreneur, and Zach Cohen, who is the founder of Firebase. Thank you. So now I want to show you some demos of the application. So the application is actually in two parts. One is the connection to Dfinity, and one is the connection to our own box, because we wanted to make the application backend agnostic so that people can use any backend that they want to. So this is.
Hi, Ehsan. Yeah. So I think you may exit. You may stop sharing and sharing it again to choose another screen to share, like the whole screen to share. Yeah, now I can see a whole screen now. Yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
So you are going to click the other apps, right? OK， 直播间的朋友就稍等一下，然后他稍后就会给我们做一个这样一个弹幕的一个展示。OK， Ehsan, yeah, you can do it now. OK, thank you.
So this is like an initial demo. As you see, like we tried to implement those like smooth and nice pinch and zoom features, thumb scroll to just browse through the photos, like the highlights that we see in Google Photos, and also like the features that Google Photo allows users to do, share, add to album.
Okay, Ehsan, do you want me to do a short translation now? Okay, is that okay for me to do a translation now?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, 刚刚Ehsan给我们看了一个是他那个Photos app 的这样一个页面，大家可以看到，其实它的交互的话，其实非常像我们大家可能习惯用的 Google Photos 这样一个 app。那大家可以在里面就是添加自己的照片，然后并且也可以有视频，然后你可以筛选，然后进行调换等等各种操作，都是非常简单、非常方便的，并且这个速度也是非常快的。Okay, Ehsan, yeah, carry on.
And we are also like working to add features such as image edits that Google Photos offers. So that like as I said, we just want to transfer all the features that Google Photo has to this application. And like it's a work in progress because it's like there are a lot of features, but we are like implementing them one by one to our application. So this is like a demo of the application itself. So let me show a demo of how it interacts with other blockchains.
Okay, great. 也刚刚而且呢，其实给我们看，他说他会把添加更多的一些类似 filter 类似调节照片或者是添加色彩，比如说修图的这样的功能都会加入进来，就是完整的像 Google Photos 一样。Okay, Arshan, yeah, you can carry on now.
So this is how it interacts with Dfinity backend. For Dfinity backend, as some of you might know, we they have an identification service called Internet Identity for login and log out. So what you see here is like here like you can log in using Internet Identity, which actually allows you to go to Internet Identity and log in with your fingerprint, and like that's directly on the blockchain on Dfinity. So it's like no data is stored on a central server, and it's all private. So
yeah, 刚刚Arshan给我们展现了就是如何通过Dfinity 上边的这样一个身份验证系统，对啊，就是 IC 的这样一个 identity， 对，通过它这样一个方式呢，你可以用手机，然后直接登录，然后可能用你的指纹就可以解锁，然后登录到这样一个界面里面。对，所有的东西都是属于你个人的，并且所有的这些数据隐私呀，都是相比现在传统的这样的应用的话，都会得到一个进一步的加强。Okay, Arshan, yeah.
So after you log in, it connects to the backend, and it actually starts to fetch your data, like your files that you have on Dfinity, and
So it started in the Dfinity's canister, right?
Canister, yes. It's like the backend of the Dfinity canister that I am running it locally. Like the terminal that you see is a canister on my computer, which I publish to the internet computer.
也就像刚才Arshan讲的，其实他们呢，你通过你的这样一个 Dfinity 的身份验证系统登录之后呢，你可以在上面看到就是它的后端的这样一个界面，所有的这些数据的话，它都是在那个 Dfinity 这样一个叫canister， 就是他们的一个容器里面进行这样一个交互的。
So one thing that I just wanted to show. Okay, so here you see that like those clouds show that the images are not uploaded. So you can just select an image as I did and upload the image to back up the image basically to the internet computer, to the canister, which you see like it just authenticates you, encodes the data, and transfers them to the internet identity backend.
真讲，其实你这些数据啊，这些存在里面的这些照片，都会在后端以这种连接的方式，就直接存在 Dfinity 这样的一个容器里面，对 canister 里面去。
So now you see that like I uploaded the photo and I'm logged out right now. So like you see those clouds, they are on the images. So after I log in, now it's like authenticates me, get the images that I have, which was the image that I just uploaded. So you see that it's showing like the image data, like the details in the backend, the images that I have on the canister.
Okay, sounds great. Yeah.
And actually now, if I scroll back up to the image that I just uploaded, you see that then like the cloud is gone, which means the image is uploaded to the backend.
Okay, great. Yeah. 刚刚Arshan给我们看了，就是在后端就是上传这样一个照片的过程，整体还是非常流畅的，通过和 Dfinity 这种交互。Okay, yeah. Correct.
So the other feature that we added on the internet identity is actually sharing, so that like you can share images. So here, like we can select an image, and like click share, it allows you to create a link for that image, basically, like the way that you share photos with Google Photo. So you can create a link for any image, which just sends the command to backend to internet computer, creates a hash for the image, which is like a secure hash, and then
it's pretty secure, right? Okay.
It's like link is, so it creates a link basically for the image with that hash, which then you can paste, like give to anyone, and they can paste in the browser and see it. Since I'm running the canister here locally, like the link is local, but like on the internet computer, on the IC network, it will be like on the canister address. So you see, like now I can see the image on the browser.
Okay, great, yeah， 就刚刚Ehsan给我们展现，就是他们这个 app 里面，这个 photo 的 app 里面呢，还有一个非常重要的功能，就是 sharing， 就是分享这样一个功能。那大家可以看到，刚刚交互这样一个过程的话呢，其实所有的这些操作的，就是后端系统这边的话，都是在 Divinity 这样的一个容器里面完成的。大家可以看到，就是它这样一个照片从拍摄完，对吧？然后到上传到 cloud 里面，到同时分享出去，这一整套的流程的话，都可以通过在他们这样一个 photo 这样一个 apps 上面去完成的。Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah, Ehsan. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Okay.
The like the other part that we added was creating like importing photos from Google Photos, as I explained earlier. So you can, it allows you to import a zip file that you can easily download from Google, import it into the application, and actually it just allows you to upload. Like here I just have one image because I got it from like my photos, and like I removed all except one, but it allows you to easily like just import all your photos, get all photos in zip file from Google, import it into the application, and it uploads them into the backend, which is in this case it's Divinity.
Yeah, great. Yeah, just like, you know, it's kind of like transform the apps from Web 2 to Web 3. Yeah, okay, to blockchain. Yeah, we use blockchain technology. Yeah, it's pretty cool. 刚刚Ehsan这边的话，其实是给我们大家看了所有的这些之前可能用户存在 Google Photos 里面的这些照片呢，也可以import 到这样一个他们自己的这样一个依托区块链技术的这样一个apps 里面去。其实整个操作过程的话也是非常简单。Okay. Yeah, you can carry on now. Thanks.
And the last feature that we implemented on Internet Computer for now, like as I said, we are adding features, but this is it's to create albums. So that, like as you already know, Google allows you to create like albums, to group photos together. So yes, this is like another feature that we added. You can select the photo, and you can add it to an album that you already have. Like these are my albums. Or create a new album, like just create a new album. And all the data here, they are not, like backed up on the blockchain, like on Divinity's blockchain. So
great. Yeah,
your album information, you don't lose it if you lose your phone. It's not local.
OK， 这是一个创建，就是一个相册的这样一个功能点，然后所有的这些相册相册集创建完之后呢，也会 upload 到这样一个 Divinity canister 里面去。OK。
So now you see that like the album that I just created is now added to the bottom of the list, which is like it's now on Divinity.
OK, great. Yeah, thank you.
And we have the same features now implemented on IPFS. So now, like this demo, like I'm not showing the whole thing because it's the same, basically the same features. But as you see, it's like the backend is in this case the backend is an IPFS node. Like as you see, it's using WebRTC to connect like the front end to the backend. It creates a libp2p swarm address, like a hash, which is like for the IPFS node, and just connects the front end and back end. So
yeah, it's pretty fast, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So you feel like
OK, sorry about that. Yeah， 在这儿先给我们展示它如何集成了 IPFS 相关的技术比如它是使用 P2P 进行的这个传输，大家可以看到，其实整个照片这种传输的速度也是非常快的。OK，Thanks, carry on.
So you see that it's like when I connect to the backend, it starts to automatically back up photos. As you see, like it creates like a CID for them, and uploads the metadata like name, size, and as you see, like the images now, like some of them, like you see that the cloud is going one by one. Like it's actually here. If you look here, like this photo is just like, so as I said, they are being uploaded, and as they upload, the cloud is gone. And if like this is, like this CID, it allows, like that's the actually IPFS hash of the file.
对，大家可以看到，就是通过 IPFS 网络上载的照片的话，都有独立的这样一个 CID， 可以让别人去，可以让你去检索，去知道这些照片。然后大家可以看到很多照片呢，其实它的上载速度还是非常快的。OK。
And the last demo that I wanted to show is, like as I said, the box, the hardware that we have, it's we want it to be a plug and play hardware. So we want users to just set it up as easy as an Apple TV or like as a robo vacuum. And for that purpose, we are designing an application. It's not 100%, but that allows you to just basically control the box. Control each of the towers from your mobile phone. So that, like it has a simple interface, and it lets you like choose what you want to do. Add a tower to the box. Like if you want to add more storage or CPU to the box, it allows you to simply add it manually or with a scan of the barcode. And yeah, that's for the control of the hardware actually.
OK， yeah， 这是他给我们展现的这样一个 box 的 app， 对，大家可以通过这样一个 box app 的话，来掌控你的这样桌面上的这样一个 box 这样一个设备，然后你可以针对不同的这样一个 box 模块呢，你可以进行一个可能 CPU 的增加，或者是不同的这样一个硬件系统的调整。OK， 我看整体的这个层面的话也是非常方便的。Okay, thanks, Ehsan. Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, with the box, you can it's like you can work with so many different kind of modular, right? You can customize that. You can add CPU, more power, or you can choose try to put it off, right? And maybe it's got more power there, maybe later.
Yes, and the thing is, like so some of the, for example, right now when you purchase a phone, it has a limited storage, like you get a 1 terabyte or like 500 gigabytes memory. But in the box, you have the option to expand it as much as you want. Like it doesn't have a limit. Like you can just plug in as many storage as you want, or as many CPU as you want.
OK, great. Yeah， 刚刚Ehsan讲的，其实不同的这个 box 里面有不同的模块，然后这不同模块的话呢，你都可以去添加 CPU， 然后去组装它，然后去定制化它，然后这样的话呢，其实你的这样，比如说存储这一块，你也可以无限的去增加，对吧？然后所有的这些东西都可以去定制化，所以这个还是非常方便的。OK, thanks Ehsan. Yeah, back to the main stage. Let me share my screen for now. Yeah, great. Yeah, thanks for the presentation and the great demo here. And we do have 2 questions for you. Yeah, actually, we can talk more later about that. Yeah. So the very first question, as you know, we already see that like you have integrated with Definity and IPFS or P2P there. So what kind of reason with you guys come together? With the idea like build something like Functionland, like the box. Yeah. So can you share more on that?
Yeah, it was actually initially when like it was about 2 years ago that we were like studying like just the technologies that was new at that time. Like we were studying what IPFS was doing, like the libraries and everything. And actually at one point me and the other co-founder Kayvan, we were just discussing like how the photos application specifically, because it was about a year ago that that Google announced that they are removing free tier. And actually, I was very frustrated because I had many years of photos in the application, and it was hard for me to move from photos to another application. And there wasn't any option actually. The options that I had was either less smooth in terms of user functions, or actually a very central like Google. So just actually the idea of having a personal node at home instead of saving our data on the cloud, to still have the same features that we get from the cloud, but actually be very personal and private in terms of data ownership.
Cool, great. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me do a short translation here. Yeah, 其实刚刚跟Ehsan提到呢，团队为什么有了创建就是类似 Functionland 以及他们这样刚刚展示这样一个 box 这样一个设备的这样一个想法。其实他提到就是在2年前呢，那个时候可能 RPFS 也是还比较新的技术，但是他们团队的其中一个 co-founder 发现，就是Google Apps 这边Photos 这样一个 Apps 在使用的时候可能有点麻烦，然后他们发现要把这些所有的存在Google Photos 里面的这些照片要转移出去的话，可能会非常困难，非常麻烦。那他们也在想，是否有一个方法可以借用区块链技术，借用 RPFS 技术，能够实现这样一个应用的一个创建和诞生。那他们就有了这样一个想法，然后呢，他们去创作，然后正好呢，也可以结合我们这样一个区块链技术的一个加密的属性、安全的属性来做这样一件事情。对，其实我个人觉得还是非常有意思的。其实很多情况下，大家都发现，我们有一个创业的想法，或者是创建一个项目的想法的时候，都是因为我们在生活中碰到了一些痛点，那这些痛点的话，可以帮我们有这些创业的想法，可以去创建更好的一些产品。Yeah, actually, you guys found it's kind of like pain point, right? Yeah, it's kind of so painful, right? Without, you cannot use, Google Photos. So you guys have an idea to build it with IPFS or the other blockchain technologies here, and make a box, and you can gather all the photos and make it secure and have a large, database here too. You guys, yeah.
One important thing that that initiated the idea was that we have a lot of financial applications on blockchain, a lot of exchanges and applications that help you drop NFTs. So we have a lot of financial applications. But beyond finance, we really don't have many applications on blockchain. And our idea was to actually make blockchain development very easy for developers, so that front-end developers, they can just start building applications, not just financial applications, using blockchain.
Yeah, cool, great. Yeah, 刚刚Ehsan这边有补充一点，另外他们要创建这样一个项目的原因呢，也是大家发现，其实目前构建在区块链上面的这些应用的话呢，大多数都有一些金融的属性，对吧？可能 DeFi 之前会比较火热或者怎样，所以大家都在围绕这个层面来做一些事情。那关于可能和我们，对吧，切身之痛的这样的一些应用或者产品的话，其实大家看到的并不多。那另外的话呢，他们有一套自己类似可能是 bug 这样一个协议吧，可以帮助很多人，你不需要在后端有太多的代码或者是东西或者太多的工作来做这一块，你只需要在前端部署好，你就可以直接去创建应用了。对，并且通过他们的这些协议去创建应用。So it's like building an app with your bulk protocol, right? Is that the bulk protocol? So you can create applications or apps based on that protocol, right?
Exactly. And one thing that we kept in mind actually during the creation of protocol was to make it monetized, incentivized financially for both users and developers. So in the platform, in this ecosystem, as I explained, developers get paid, but also users get paid. So it's like a win-win for both developers and users. And actually the box itself, the hardware itself, it pays itself off in less than a year. So a user who purchased the box actually can earn enough tokens that covers the price of the box in less than a year. So it's like a win-win for both users and developers.
Yeah, OK, great. Yeah，其实Ehsan这边刚才有提到呢，就是这个 box 呢，它有一套自己的这种 incentive 这种激励的这种措施。那不管是开发者也好，不管是那个用户也好，他们都能在使用这个 box 这种一个过程当中的话，能够获取一定的激励措施。OK。Yeah, it's great about this application and the protocol and the box. Yeah, look forward to that. Great. Let's move to the next question. Okay. Yeah. As you know, a lot of people, they are seeing like for the so many products now building with a concept like Web3, right? But most of the people feel like those kind of apps already existed in the Web2 world, like Twitter maybe it's already here and a lot of people are using. So why do we want to build another thing on the Web3? So could you just explain a bit more about that? How the blockchain technology or the other kind of technology can transform the Web2 products to Web3. Okay.
So right now the problem, like Web2 provides many good applications, but there are two main problems with it. Mm-hmm. First is whenever you use an application, you are forced to store your data on that application specifically. For example, when I use Twitter, I store some information on Twitter. When I use Netflix, I store some information on Netflix, and the same for Facebook. But a lot of these information that I store on multiple places, they are duplicates. So if I can have if I switch to blockchain, then I just store my information like one time, like let's say my name, my last name, my birthday. I store them in one place and private and without duplications. I don't have to enter my information whenever I want to use a new service. And also I have the control. So if like Google, if in a year Twitter decides to make its service paid, you have no option on other than paying Twitter. Right now it's free, but who knows what comes in the future. With blockchain, you are sure that what you are using right now will remain as is in a year or in 10 years.
Okay, sure. Okay, thanks. Yeah. 刚刚Ehsan这边提到了，其实为什么说就是其实大家看到就是目前很多对 Web3 的一些产品或者是一些服务有一些杂音嘛，因为大家觉得其实在目前的互联网社会当中，这些东西就已经可以用了，并且感觉还挺方便的。那为什么说我们要去用一些 Web3 的一些产品呢？那么区块链是如何推动这样一个Web2时代的这些产品和服务能够转变到Web3时代呢？其实刚刚Ehsan这边有提到有两个重要的点。那第一个点的话呢，其实就是你在使用一些应用的时候呢，你的自己的这些数据信息，对吧？所有这些数据信息都会以不同的方式可能存在于这些本身的 app 里面去。比如说你在使用 Twitter 的时候，所有这些个人信息或者是上传照片都会存在到 Twitter 里面去，对不对？那这些数据的这些所有权呢，对吧？第二个很重要的问题就是数据的所有权和这样一个安全的问题怎么去解决呢？可能数据的所有权的问题就不属于你个人了。对，那对我们大家所展望的下一代互联网当中来讲的话，我们说一直凸显的是用户价值是至上的，就是所有用户的所有的这些东西，所有这些数据都属于你个人的。那所以我们对区块链技术如何助推Web2时代的产品服务升级到Web3，可以抱有一个比较大的期望，因为区块链科技呢可以帮助我们能够实现一个安全和一个互信的这种存储，并且可以解决目前所遇到的一些问题。比如说我们可以直接在像刚刚Ehsan这边提到，就比如说他的一个自己的身份信息或者是作品或者是其他内容都完全可以存在区块链里面，就存一份就 OK 了，你也不需要像现在你要存在不同的地方，然后不同的平台，然后在不同的平台上去找这些不同的数据信息。但是呢，你直接在区块链里面的话呢，你就存一份就 OK 了，然后你通过自己的一些身份系统就完全可以识别到这些数据，然后也不需要再去备份 多少份或者是怎样，因为它可以保证它的这样一个安全有效的存储。Okay, great. Yeah, I think the Web3 is the trend. Absolutely, and with great products like Functionland that you guys are working on, like the box and the block protocol to save the energy for the developers and for the clients, with the initiative plan for them. I think that's a bright future for the Web3 world, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, we know that we at Functionland alone cannot build the whole applications that we have on Web2, for blockchain. Like, we can't build Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, like all those applications. There is a lot of work. But to address that, that's exactly why we tried to monetize open source and to onboard developers, like to incentivize development, so that developers join us. They can just start developing applications for this ecosystem. And for example, developers who are right now working in big companies, they can just quit their job and become self-employed. So like with this ecosystem, like let's say a Google engineer, he can quit his job, become self-employed, start developing applications, and earn from it. It's like Uber for Web3. So that's the idea.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah，而且刚刚Ehsan这边有补充到，就是说，Functionland 这边的话已经有一套成型的这种系统了，可以帮助现有的开发者成员，可能你在 Google 这边做 engineer， 你完全可以放弃掉你目前的工作，然后投身于就是在 Functionland 上面创建你自己的个人应用，并且它也不需要你在后端有投入太多的一个时间和精力，只要有一个非常完善的前端页面的话，后端所有的东西都可以在 Functionland 这边去实现掉。Okay, yeah, sounds great. Yeah, great. Yeah, look forward to the products. Yeah, and I'm not sure. Do you still have some kind of timeline? Like, could you just tell us a bit more about, the upcoming roadmap about Functionland? And yeah.
Yes. So
actually, more about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So regarding the roadmap, actually, I have we have one event coming up on December 10th, which would be very interesting because we have Dfinity, Kudos, and SingularityNet, with Functionland discussing Web3. So that was just one announcement I just wanted to make for those who are interested in attending. And then I'll go to the milestones of the product.
Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, 那这边目前呢，Ehsan这边也提到，他们其实在和 Dfinity 这边的话，就在做一系列的合作。那我们也期待接下来的话 ，Functionland 这边接下来会有更好的一个发展，也期待他们所带来的这款类似 Box 这样产品，或者是 Box Protocol， 能够给更多的开发者和用户能够带来更多的这些价值。Okay, yeah.
So regarding product milestones, we are trying to finalize our protocols by end of this year, so that users get an MVP, like a minimum product, just to play with. And by the next year, by Q1 of the next year until March, we are finalizing the SDKs for developers, so that developers can jump on and start trying the kit, the development kit, and get a feel on how is building applications using our ecosystem.
Wow, great. Okay.
And by end of next year, our blockchain and the whole product should be out. We anticipate we have a Kickstarter, Kickstarter on February, which and by end of year, users who are registered in the Kickstarter, they receive the first batch of blockchain attached storage.
Wow, great, yeah. Ehsan这边提到，其实他们接下来的 Milestone 的话，在进行冲刺。那可能在今年年尾的话，大家可以看到一个最小版本的 MVP 版本的这样一个Box 这样一个产品，可以让用户去使用。那另外的话呢，他提到，在明年的可能在上半年这样一个时间段呢，他们会有这样的一个产品 Box Protocol 这边能够开发出来，让更多的 developer 让更多的开发者去使用它，开始去创建一些应用。 那么到接下来就是可能在明年年尾的时候呢，他们会有更多的人、更多精力去完善这样一个 protocol， 包括他们自己的这样一个产品。Yeah, okay, great. That sounds a great plan for that. Yeah, look forward to the great development with Functionland. Okay, thank you, Ehsan. Yeah, thank you so much for today. Yeah, thank you so
Thank you
much.
for the opportunity.
Okay, great. Yeah, okay. So I think maybe that's the end for today, but we do hope that Functionland can pave the way, can lead us to a Web3 world. It's not just about finance, right? We still have great applications like Functionland, like the box, like the photos apps that people can use every day, right? Yeah. Okay.
Right. Yes. And we are trying actually to expand our applications. Like by next year, we should have 2 more applications: a file, like a Drive application basically, and a password manager, which allows users to like replace those initially in the beginning.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for today, Ehsan. Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you, Tim.
See you. Bye.
Good day. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Have a nice day. Yeah. Bye. Thank you. 好的，在线的朋友们呢，我们大家也知道，其实Ehsan这边的话呢，确实一直在推动整体的这个 Functionland 去发展。那么他们也是可以看到哈，他们其实做的东西还是非常多的。他们不止有硬件的产品，类似刚才那个可定制化的那个 box 设备，里面你可以增加存储，也可以增加 CPU， 然后也可以让更多的用户去使用。那另外的话呢，他们有一个 box protocol 这边，然后可以让去使用它，尤其是开发者这边可以节约你在开发的这样一个时间成本和精力成本，并且你可以把更多的精力投入到前端的这样应用的去开发去。你完全可以在这个 Box Protocol 上面去部署应用，然后它可以帮你来解决掉一些很大的一部分关于存储的这样一个问题。那另外的话呢，他们也是有自己的这个 Photos App， 对吧？那么他们也在继续去推进。确实我们可以看到有非常多的这样的一些项目方，他们本身也在推动下一代互联网的一些应用，就是我们大家称之为 DApps， 对吧？我们需要看到更多的 DApps， 而不只是说围绕就是可能在金融领域做的会比较多一些。我们也可以看到可能类似我们日常在使用的，就是每天都在使用这些应用，类似像 Apps 这样的应用啊，或者像 Photos 这样的应用，都可以为我们大家所去使用。OK， 好的，那我这边的话，今天的部分就到这里。那我们最后的话，再给大家提一个福利的这样一个活动。那近期的话呢，我们在推出了一系列的和 Flow 这边和 Flow 这边，其实大家知道 DFC Labs 最近在做很多的NFT 相关的一些东西，也是做的非常不错。那 Flow 这边的话，我们也在一起合作来推动这样一个整体的这样一个生态的发展，也是助推生态 Web3 生态的发展。那大家的话呢，可以扫码我们屏幕上的这样一个二维码去参与。OK， 扫码我们屏幕二维码去参与这样一个活动，然后你可以获取到这边的一些来自 Flow 这边的一些和 DFC Labs 这边的一些定制的一些卫衣非常好看，然后包括手袋这些，包括原理这边的一些我们在刚刚过去的这一年，对吧？Barcon 的这一年的这个主网的1周年的一些大事记的一些桌垫，然后一些太空人，还有口罩等等所有的这些东西，对，并且参与的方式也非常简单。希望大家的话可以踊跃的去扫描我们屏幕上二维码，然后参与到我们这个活动当中来。希望大家继续关注原理学接下来的活动，我们还是一如既往的给大家带来比较真实流量好玩的这些 Web3 的公链和应用，然后我们一起共同搭建这样一个 Web3 的这样一个生态。OK， 感谢大家，那今天我们的活动就到这里。Okay, thank you everybody. Yeah, so this is the end of this event today. And we do thank so much about Functionland CTO Ehsan to give us a very good update about what are they doing recently. And we do hear about his plan for the next year. And we do hope for the for the projects like Functionland, they will help us to make the deployment of blockchain technology into our daily life, like to create some apps like Box or Photos apps, all those kind of things. Yeah, and we do hope that we can work together with them later on to build a bright future of Web3 world. And here we do have an event here. We work together with Flow. So if you guys are interested, so you can just scan this QR code here to have so many stuffs here, so many gifts here. Yeah. So thank you everybody. This is the end for today. 感谢大家，那今天活动我们就先到这里，谢谢。